P-Mac.
And I'm Ike.
From IkesOutdoors.com. And today we're here to test out the Phoenix Broadhead from Red Feather Archery. It's a single piece of tool grade steel, 4140, and it's Rockwell hardened to 50. And it looks like a bad mamba jamba, and I can't wait to test it. We got some hide down there we're gonna shoot in. We got some hide down there we're gonna shoot into. See how it cuts, see what kind of hole it makes, and we got some bone down there, and we're just going to put it through the test so that when you get out there in the woods, you know you got a good product.
One thing I want to add is, like Tyson said, this is made out of one piece. There's no welding done on this. This is one piece of steel, Rockwell hardened to 50. And this is, we're both welders, we both spend a lot of time welding. You guys who don't know what that means, this is one tough piece of steel. Tool grade steel. Some of the best you can get. So this is, there's no one's TIG welded on this. I mean, if it's me or Tyson that's TIG welded on it, you're probably going to be alright. But some other guy, you may not want to trust his welds. This is one piece of steel, machined to form this broadhead. And you can sharpen it yourself, and he has a video on his website that shows you how to sharpen it if you need it's fairly sharp now.
It's pretty good right now.
And we're not going to do any sharp. We're testing it right out of the box.
Right out of the box.
Yeah,
no sharpening. We're just going to sling it down there and see what happens.
We're going to be using Tyson's longbow, which is about a 60-pound longbow, and I've got a bow that I'm experimenting with. This is not my Speed Pro that you normally see me shooting. I'm actually experimenting with a High Country Iron Mace. It's the bow I'm going to be doing a review on, and one I'm just playing around with right now. So we're going to be testing this out of both bows.
I just like that name, Iron Mace.
That is a pretty wicked name. It's a pretty wicked bow too. I'm really impressed with it. So let's see what this thing can do. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to hit the target down here, which to me is a good example of organs. It's not exactly the same consistency, but we're not performing this in a scientific lab. We've got a hide that Tyson killed last year. Is the hide that he had and didn't end up using for nothing. And we've got it draped over our hip target down here. So we're just going to do kind of an entry wound type of thing and show you how well an entry wound. We're going to do it out of Tyson's bow with a 60-pound longbow, and then we're going to shoot it out of my Iron Mace and show you that. Okay, so you can see we've got hide over this hip target, and I shot it with a 60-pound High Country Iron Mace with 27-inch draw, and this hip target is a pretty dang good target. With that Red Feather Phoenix Broadhead, it blew right through it. And I've got a pretty good size entry hole here. We'll show you the entry hole here in a minute, but it's a pretty good size entry hole.
Well, I shot the hip target with my longbow, and this thing does really good at stopping the old longbow. But it sounded really quiet going through. I mean, it sounded like it was really doing some slicing and dicing. So, pretty good penetration there. I got a feeling we're going to have some good holes.
We just did the penetration test. We shot the hide into the hip target, and we're going to show you the actual holes that we shot through with my Iron Mace and the longbow. And this is an inch and an eighth cutting diameter, so keep that in mind when you see these holes.
Here's Ike's hole. Here's mine. Just a perfect cut through. I think that right there will do a deer in, and plus the penetration I got afterward, man. I think that'll really put a good hole in a deer, especially coming out.
Okay, so we shot this Phoenix out of a 60-pound longbow, and we shot it out of a 60-pound High Country Iron Mace. And I got a complete pass through. It blew right through this thing. And we haven't sharpened these. We haven't done nothing to them. They're straight out of the box. And it did a really good job. We got a pretty good cut on the hide and really good penetration. Can't measure it because it blew right through the target. So Tyson got what, 18 inches?
I got about 18 inches of penetration.
16 to 18 inches penetration with a 60-pound longbow. So penetration, like I said, this hips target, you've seen our review of the hips targets. This thing stops our arrows pretty good. This is the hips target that you saw us review. So This is does a pretty good job of stopping them. And this hide it's not been tanned or nothing like that. It's just a hide that Tyson pulled out of his freezer. So pretty good job of penetration. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to give it a few other tests. And we're going to test it against some stuff that's not animal related. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, this is a piece of plastic that I got at work. What this is a piece of plastic that hangs down on our big bay doors and blocks the wind in the wintertime. I've got it all, I just took a strip of it and rolled it all up. There's 5 layers of this here. And you've seen me test this before. I can't remember what broadhead I tested. I think I did the Muzzy and the Steel Force test with this, and I have not got complete pass-through on this yet. This has been the kind of Achilles heels of all the broadheads. So we'll see what this Red Feather will do with this rolled up plastic here. Again, we're going to be shooting it out of a 60-pound longbow and a 60-pound iron mace. So that's with the 60-pound iron mace and a 27-inch draw. And I can show you right now, it went through all 5 layers. It actually went through all 10 because it went through both of them, and it came all the way through. First broadhead I've tested that's done that. And it kind of looks like I'm off to the side, but it still went through all 10 layers of that plastic. You can watch my other videos, and this is the first broadhead to do it.
All the way through the center.
So this is the Phoenix from Red Feather Archery. And we've shot it out of a 60-pound longbow and a 60-pound high country iron mace, and give it a couple penetration tests basically, and see the cutting diameter on it. And this thing has performed excellent. I mean, I don't want to say good, I want to say excellent on both tests. The only head that I've tested, and I've done at least 3 or 4 now, that's got complete pass-through on that plastic that we had rolled up. And as far as accuracy goes, for me, Tyson is a little bit more about feel, but for me, out of that iron mace, it shoots just like my broadhead, or just like my field points. I didn't do nothing to that bow except slap this on there and shoot it. So I think it's awesome.
I really like looking at it, you can tell it's a stout broadhead. It's going to last you.
Stan, you did a good job. I want to show you guys something real quick. It's got a design on the bottom here. You can see how that flares out. What that does is it keeps it tight. When you push it down into your insert, that arrow right now hit my release. It doesn't rattle around.
He's one thread in and it ain't.
Yeah, I'm barely in there. And that's something Tyson pointed out and I didn't really think about, was how quiet this thing is. There's no parts on this thing to rattle. It's made out of one piece of steel and there's nothing on it to make any noise. And I mean, it flew like a dart for me.
Oh yeah, I was really impressed. And with a longbow, you know, stealthy is everything, because we can't shoot them really super huge distances, so we want them right in there close, and I tell you what, it zipped through there. I liked it.
Excellent job. And one of the things too is this red, I don't know what this is because I don't have the information on what it is, but this red coating here seems like a pretty good tough coating. It's not coming off like some of the other broadheads that have this kind of coating on them. It's not coming off, at least the one I've been shooting. I don't know about yours, but it's not coming off, and I've shot it into the dirt, shot it plumb through that hide and into the ground, and I'm extremely impressed with this head.
I do believe I will be slinging those at a few deer this year.
Once again, Stan, good job. This is the Phoenix from Red Feather Archery, and their website is redfeatherarcheryonline.com, or you can go to our website and hit the links page. And we got a banner up there right on the links page. You can click on that, right on their logo, and it'll take you directly to their website.
I'm T-Mac.
And I'm Mike.
This is IkesOutdoors.com, and we've been testing the Phoenix broadhead. Go check it out on our site, IkesOutdoors.com. Remember, it's your God-given duty to manage this land. There's only one way to do it, and that's hunting.
RedFeatherArcheryOnline.com, IkesOutdoors.com is our website. We appreciate you guys watching.
I like